Hello guys, my name is Moin and I'm an alumni of SRM Welcome Higher Secondary School Sopore. I'm currently doing BTech software from Delhi Technological University and I have scored a 97.2% in my class 12th examinations. Besides that, I'm the founder of 21 Consequences, which is a startup which deals with mainly career counseling, and we are right now focusing on high school counseling because it is getting a bit competitive to go get into colleges, so we try to counsel students. So right now we know that we are left with only 20 or 25 days roughly for our class 12th examinations for Jammu and Kashmir board winter zone. And in this video I would like to share some of my tips and some of the methods by which you can try to gain maximum output in these 20 to 25 days and try to score very good in class 12th examinations. So I'm assuming that you have already completed 20 to 30% till now because it is the last month. And so from now on, how you are going to do it is like I would like to share a bit summary of how I did it. So for physics, chemistry, and maths, this video would be mainly focused on these three subjects, and I would like to give a bonus tip for IP because I was myself an information practices student. So let's start with physics. So in physics we have 15 chapters, and out of those 15 we have some comparatively easier chapters and smaller chapters which will finish in no time. And in chemistry, same goes with chemistry, we have 16 chapters, out of which some chapters are there which we don't need to go through, we don't need to go thoroughly through them. So in information practices we have 4 chapters. In maths we have we have main heading topics, and under them we have some chapters. So most important thing is that whenever you start studying, study at least 2 to 3 chapters, and I'll tell you how you'll do it. So in physics, if you are going for optics, then choose a relatively easier chapter in chemistry. And by this what I mean is, if you are studying a tougher chapter in any subject, study easier chapter in the other subject. So for example, you are studying optics, and in chemistry study chapter like chemistry in everyday life or solid state. So that is what I mean by this: tougher chapter from one subject, easier chapter from another subject. And you can do 2 easier chapters. For example, you can do chemistry in everyday life and solid state in a single day. That is not a big deal. As well as you can go for optics or ray optics in one day, and wave optics and other easier chapters in other day. So try to at least go for 2 subjects in a day. That will help you do it faster, and you will be able to solve maximum previous year papers, which are the most important thing, and I'll discuss it in as we go further in the video. So that is how you will balance chemistry and physics. So now how we'll do mathematics. In mathematics, if you are studying a tougher chapter, for example you are studying integration, go for a easier chapter in physics, like go for let's say go for atoms and nuclei, go for communication system while you are going with integrations, because integration is going to take a whole day when you are studying integration. And same goes with differentiation. And by integration I mean both chapters, integral calculus as well as area under curves. And in differentiation I mean both the differential calculus chapters. So application of derivatives is a bit lengthy, but try to do it in a day or in a day and half, like in one day and half day of the other day. So that is how you balance your subjects. And for IP, what I'd suggest is focus on computer networks and SQL mainly, because you are going to face quality questions from these 2 chapters, as they have the highest weightage, as well as they are chapters from which there is a very high chance of getting quality questions. It doesn't mean that you'll just leave other 2 chapters, but just try to focus on these more, try to study them thoroughly, go through the book thoroughly. That is the key for scoring good in examination. Go through the book thoroughly, and then try to gain maximum from the books. So for other subject like biology, I'm not an expert in biology, but what I'd suggest and what I've learned from my colleagues, or what I've learned from the other team members in 21 Consequences, is that focus more on genetics, like focus more on evolution, focus more on a molecular basis, focus more on inheritance, or reproduction has high weightage, so focus more on these chapters which have high weightage. So how you will balance biology is now your choice, because biology is relatively less time consuming than other subjects, because in other subjects you have derivations and other stuff, but yeah, in genetics you're gonna need more time. In the other two chapters like molecular basis, you have to spend some time. So don't get demotivated at all that you are taking time. It's okay to take time in these chapters, because same as I said, you're gonna face quality questions in these chapters. So this is how you'll balance four of your main subjects. Now for English, what I'd suggest is, for English, try to go through book very thoroughly, because you're not going to face direct questions. Yes, you will get some questions which are directly from text, but you would be able to answer them if you go through the book very thoroughly. And for grammar part, I would not like to make any suggestions, because grammar is it is like an ocean. So you can never predict what are the paper setters gonna come up with. So for grammar, try to talk to your teachers, but for the book part, you please go through the book very thoroughly. It will be very beneficial for you. So this is how you balance your books. And now when you go through two subjects per day and 2 to 3 chapters per day, this is very much enough for you to score good marks in your class 12th examination, because that is how I majorly did it. And now for the other part, what you're going to do in last 5 to 10 days is go through previous year question papers. For example, if you are left with if you are left with some subject, you are left with 3 to 4 chapters in mathematics in last 10 to 5 days. Complete those chapters, and with completing those chapters, give time to your previous year papers, but solve the papers like you are sitting in the board examination. Don't solve them like you are sitting in your home. Solve them like you are in the examination hall. Solve them, keep a timer, a 3 hours timer, and try to have that state of mind. I know it's very difficult to generate that state of mind, but try to have that state of mind while solving papers. So these are some main tips and methods how you can score a good amount of marks in your class 12th examination, and how you're going to gain maximum output in last 20 to 25 days. So the main points I said is tougher question from one book, easier from tougher chapter from one book, easier chapters from the other book, and balance them for the last 20 to 25 days. 3 chapters per day. I'm repeating this. It's not necessary that every day you will get 3 chapters. Sometimes it is very tough to study 3 chapters per day, but yeah, try to get 2 to 3 chapters per day. That will get you through this examination. And moreover, paper solving is the key. Solve last 5 to 10 year question papers, and you'll really be able to score very good in your examinations. So now for the books part, what book I studied, that is more of a choice based thing. But if you still want to reach out to me for any more suggestions, or if you want to know more about what to do and how to do, try to reach out to me through the Instagram or Facebook or email ID of 21 Consequences. We are available for working hours from 9 to 4, and you can reach out to me personally by talking to 21 Consequences. We wish you all the best from SRM Welkin and 21 Consequences. Have a good time. Thank you.